Hey everybody, as you can tell from the color of the sky around me, forest fires are kind of on my mind right now, as they are for a lot of people here on the West Coast and other places in the country. So I did some research for us all about how to survive if you end up being stuck in a forest fire. Of course, as parents, our first line of defense is to get out of there the second there's a warning, even in an evacuation level 1 or evacuation level 2. Listen to the authorities, get out. This is not a time to get stubborn or be brave. It's time to get out. Now, if that doesn't work for us, I found some pieces of advice from various folks about what to do if you find yourself in the mess. First thing to keep in mind is that fire will tend to move downwind and uphill. So that can give you some degree of ability to predict where the fire is going. This isn't perfect, it's not 100%. Fire can be unpredictable, but that is the general trend. Knowing that, though, do not try to outrun it. Fire can move up to 20 miles an hour. That's a 3-minute mile. Fastest Olympic athletes in the world can barely manage that for a mile. We will not be able to do that. We will certainly not be able to do that with our kids, and will be exhausted long before the fire gets tired. Now, what do you do if you are in that situation? You can't outrun it. What you want to do is find a natural fire break, a river, a wide space of clear ground, not dry grass, not scrub, but clear rocky ground, somewhere the fire's not going to go. Get into that space, get low to avoid the smoke, find things that can shelter you from the heat, and hang tight. If you can't find a natural break, the next best advice is to counterintuitively run through a patch of fire into ground that has already burned. That already burned ground is another fire break. You may have to cover your kids up with a blanket or a jacket to make it through, time your run appropriately, and maybe even sacrifice getting some minor burns. But running into the already burned fire break that the fire has made has been recommended by more than one source I've found. Now, if that doesn't work, you want to find some kind of smaller natural protection, a gully, a cave, a trench, even a large tree. The largest trees are very moist and very big and burn slow. You'll know this in microcosm from what happens when you try to build a campfire with wood that's too large. It's not the best, but it's better than being out and exposed. And finally, if none of those are available, dig as deep a trench as you can, get face down in it, get on top of your child, cover yourself up with anything you can that doesn't burn to protect you. One of the only pieces of good news about how quickly fire travels is if you can get to a sheltered place, you may be able to survive for the sometimes seconds that the actual heat is on you. There's also smoke inhalation, lack of oxygen, things like that. But being stuck in a forest fire is not a tenable situation. These are a few things that can help you protect yourself and protect your child if you end up in that situation. And finally, keep in mind that 9 out of 10 forest fires are caused by human beings making mistakes. So when we go camping, we all should practice safe campfires. Thank you all for listening. I hope everybody's staying safe. Keep up the good work with your kids. We'll talk again soon.